where I'm at. I got standing on the block selling hit on. I be going dumb. I be going.
Our books, or John, you got your books ready? Oh yeah.
I bought these today, but I haven't read any of them. But
Yeah, I just saw John just got his books ready. Oh,
You're
John.
fucking up my stack, bro. Show him the fat. Show him the fat.
It's too many to hold though. John brought way too many books today.
I got this.
Jesus, John.
Oh,
Did you pick these all up in St. Louis?
God, no, that was Tom. No, you just ruined.
Yeah, I did. Well, no, John, you don't do that to your books. Come on.
It's your boys and IMJ, we shut it down, man. A comic book look, invading your town. Keep it comics, and let the beer flow. Be so global, since our premiere show. Riverdale Studios on fire, we don't know where to park. Technology and brews, it's like we're rolling out like Tony Stark. Skyler, Tom, and Jon, we the bestest. Swag so villainous, so please arrest us.
Welcome to a comic book look, everyone. It's your weekly comic book show. We talk about anything in the comic book industry. You want it, you got it. My name's John, aka the comic book industry porn star. So sexy the way I pimp these issues. Blah. Over here we got Skyler, aka so horny. Look at what he's drinking and wearing. Double whammy right there, ladies and gents. In the middle here, I love me some Tom's sandwich. There can be only one. Anyways, you guys.
Greatest filler around.
We have a very special guest today, special episode 95. We're on the countdown now, Stair Step to Heaven. And with us today, we have the one, the only, the legendary, the controversial
Captain Cummings!
the headliner, Captain Cummings. How's it going, Mr. Phil?
Well, you know, sailing the seven seas, making sure that everybody knows where I am by yelling obscenities at the top of my lungs.
Preach it, brother. Preach it, brother.
T-Town.
It's a good location strategy.
Oh yeah.
How have you been, man? We're kind of educate our viewers here, because you know we've obviously been in contact, but you know you went undercover for a while, right? And you were trying some different avenues and stuff. So now you're back. You're doing a show. So do some shameless promoting here. What's going on? What's new?
Oh yeah, Me and this other guy named 123 Comic Man do a book club. Well, you know, like you guys do, talk about books together. We got one with Avengers vs. X-Men, not so great.
We don't talk about
And then
that.
we have one about Saga, which is phenomenal. So
For
go
sure.
check that out.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that Saga one's great. We tweeted it, so I mean, you guys can check that out, and you make sure you're following Captain Cummings on Twitter, and you'll be able to fucking find out right when this stuff comes out.
Yeah, Phil's on top of this shit.
Yes,
dude.
guys. I mean, dude, it's crazy to have 95 issues. We're super excited to have Phil on with us today.
It's like an all-star team.
It is.
Midwest Pride, by the way. Bread basket up in your mouth. Let's go. Yeah.
It is nice to have all of us back, all three of us, and then we even got an extra guy, because
Right.
it has been just two of us for
Four-headed Hydra corn husk.
Oh! You're crazy, John. Okay, I hope John comes up with like a million different slogans and puns tonight, because he's on fire, you can already tell. And when John's on fire, it's going to be a good episode. And we got plenty of comic books to talk about, people. And I know I got plenty of comic books to talk about. John brought the biggest stack I've ever seen to my house.
Fat stack status. Martin Chloe, get up.
It could barely fit through Riverdale Studios' door.
Alright.
But no. And then I tried to pick them up, and since those poly bags are so slippery, I may have bent every single one of John's books, and he's not happy with me.
I don't care.
Yeah, really, it's a bigger issue with those fresh piles. You know, you got too much air between the poly bags, and they just
This is like
slide.
initiating them, you know. Welcome to the white box.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think that's what got me in trouble in our ice fishing issue. Look back to that one; it was a good time. We set up my ice shack. I dropped one of John's books right in the snow.
And then I dropped one of my books right in the snow
Yeah,
after I was
it
like,
a
I
old
ordered this
catastrophe.
online because it was Scott Snyder's first Marvel. Bloop.
Bloop.
Oh.
Water damage.
But you know what? That's the risk you
Water
take. That's the risk you take when we film in the Ice Shack. Comic Book Look brings it to you.
Yeah, we bring it hard.
But yeah, we're bringing it hard with guests today. Cptn Cummings. So you been reading any of these 3D titles at all, buddy? These
Villains Month.
Villains Month.
Let me tell you, I became an eBay douche over
Oh,
these
shit.
3D titles.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. Never done it, and I go, let's just check it out. So I bought an extra one, and I put it on eBay. Let me tell you, it sold within the first hour, so I went back to the store.
No way.
Attaboy.
Let me tell you, I pretty much paid for my books off of selling stupid 3D titles.
That is
Nice.
just awesome and it's so silly that people. I mean, like that Joker's daughter sold for $130 before it was even out.
Yeah.
It's like you're just that guy's like, well, I have it on my pull list. I might as well
Yeah.
put it in there. But that's just so funny. I mean, but it is absurd. So maybe, I mean, do I want these that bad? I mean, maybe I should just sell all of these things. I don't know. But
I
hopefully,
don't know. I bought Jeremy Hahn. He lives in the area, so I bought a few extras. I'm gonna have to sign those or whatever.
Nice.
oh, cool. Does he do signings at your guys' local store recent or often or anything?
Well, he lives in the area like he lives in. I can't remember exactly which city it is, but it's near the Kansas City area.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the house next door.
Yeah, you're like...
Oh, like down the block over there.
So I see him fairly often.
Sure.
That's awesome, man.
Nice.
Sweet, yeah. No, I've read it. I got a few too. After I got them all and was looking at them, I realized that I am pretty biased, I guess, and only got Batman villains. I got Harley Quinn, Ra's al Ghul, Joker, Two-Face, Riddler, and Court of Owls. And I was like, man, Tom, you really need to switch it up. I mean, you can't believe I didn't get one fucking... Was there a Lex one? I can't believe I missed the Lex Luthor one. And he's like, I wish there was a Vandal Savage. I don't know if they have one of those, but then I would...
got the Solomon Grundy.
Oh, Solomon Grundy? Yeah, exactly. I mean, I really missed some
So
good,
awesome.
some villains
you
I
gotta
love.
get the Dark Seed.
Okay.
I heard that book is actually really good. That was one of the best ones. But that
It was
ended it.
like it enlightened me to like a lot of stuff that's going. Like there's apparently, even though there's 52 worlds or whatever, how many ever worlds there is, there's only one Dark Seed apparently.
Yeah.
And you can travel to each one or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I should read that book. But fucking, I'll start off in. I'll start off with book. What was my favorite? We'll start off with Ra's al Ghul. So this is actually Batman and Robin 23.3. Ra's al Ghul and the League of Assassins took it over. You got the cool 3D cover. I don't know if they needed to go and make these point issues. If they could have probably just done one-shots and just called them the villains one-shots. But, this kind of helps, I think, with people ordering and how many people are going to pick up this issue and stuff like that. So I don't know, but I wish they would have just done it as regular one-shots instead of saying 23 would have been like a Ra's al Ghul one-shot. But it is basically what this is, and... a lot of these stories are like origin issues or tie into the Forever Evil big crossover from DC. This one is not really, doesn't do that at all though. What this really does is tell you, kind of just shows you the really cool aspects of Ra's al Ghul, how he has lived forever, how he has always been on top of it, how he, refuses to conform to the other villains that are always trying to do the exact same thing and taking down superheroes. He's always felt like he is one step above, and his end goal is always going to be his own end goal, not anybody else's. And it just really is cool how you can see that narcissistic tendencies come out wholeheartedly in this book through 1400s and how it can work all the way throughout history, and then all the way up to current times, and then do it in a really subtle way that
Essential way, actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's one point. The reason John brings that up because I know John was getting, half chubbed when, fucking they.
Show the people,
here it is.
Show the people what they want. Yeah.
Batman and Ra's al Ghul shirtless sword dueling, and Batman still has the fucking cowl on. How awesome and ridiculous is this? Still has the cowl on, dueling, absolutely absurd. So yeah, I mean, it had brought in Talia and it showed all these different things and how, how Ra's al Ghul views Batman as the complete equal. And it's so funny how, I feel like Batman still thinks that he's above Ra's al Ghul, or knows that he is. You know, he won't underestimate him, but I think he knows that he can always, in the end, be smarter than Ra's al Ghul. At least I hope so. And but this was definitely a cool book that you wouldn't normally get. So I'm happy that they're doing this Villains Month for. You know, it sucks that they kind of have to break into all the other like titles to like break it up.
Why?
But
the other titles fucking suck. I think this is the best thing that's happened to DC for a while. It's like, I don't know, they're like getting a fresh 6-pack out of the fridge almost.
And that's kind of true. Since I mean, DC has been lacking. I haven't been picking up as many DC books, and it's made me pick up a bunch of books.
Look
so
at that.
I only got one.
What book are you buying now?
I buy Batman.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I buy Batman and Wonder Woman still.
Well, I buy He-Man too, but I don't think that really counts.
Oh, it still counts DC book, DC title. I heard it's awesome though. I read the first few issues of it. But yeah, Ra's al Ghul. So I'm going to rate this now on our beer rating, and I thought it was cool, but it wasn't over the top amazing. I think it was written by James Tynion the third, fifth, or whatever. You know, he's writing all those books. I don't know where it is even, but it was a good book, and I'll give it 4 out of 6 beers. So yeah, I do wish I could tell you who wrote it. That would make me feel happier, but
It's one of those.
it's not going to happen. I'm not going to find it. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it is James Tynion the
There's
fourth.
show that one too.
Oh yeah, another one is John's favorite ones. Steamy Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, the hot tub scene.
That's the Lazarus bit,
Same thing.
not the hot tub. But and Jeremy Hahn artist, like you said. So that I thought the art was awesome. The writing was good. 4 out of 6 beers. Definitely
it's a
solid
5 out of 6 for me.
solid issue. So have you already read this issue?
No,
Cat?
I highly recommend it.
Have you read it? Didn't you?
Yeah,
What did you think of it?
I love the art.
So that means you didn't like the story. You're trying not to be mean. Is that what it comes down to?
I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 6. It's such a rare thing to
3 thumbs
get a
up.
villain's book where they show so much skin.
Oh God.
I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 6. It actually was a fun tale, you guys. It was a fun story. He's badass. At the end, he says, "You know what? I don't want to play ball with the other villains. I don't give a shit. I got a Lazarus pit. I have a Lazarus pit too. So technically, I should get out of that shit looking like that. My Thunderbolts issues didn't get out of there looking like that.
No, they didn't.
Speaking of which, we got plans for those. Anyway."
All right, next. Okay, who wants to talk about a book next? Skyler, what books have you been reading recently?
You got me cold.
Oh, once again, haven't read any comic books, huh?
No, I've been pretty busy.
Been pretty busy.
Got some recent new financial obligations that are taking up a lot of time. So.
Oh yeah. Because I mean, I have 3 kids and a wife and like a long job and stuff, and I read a bunch of comics. So like, what do you got that's really holding you back? Single, no kids.
Yep, I have a whole garden full of plants I gotta keep up with.
Oh no, I'm
gonna take it from there then with that.
busting your balls, Skyler. I knew you didn't have one ready.
I got a lot of beers in my fridge that need drinking, man.
Oh, I hear that. Let's talk gardens though, you guys, and we're gonna transition here smoothly. So sexy, DC's sex idol, Poison Ivy, Pamela the terrorist. Ooh, God. If a female makes me nip out, it's gonna be this one. All right, this issue was awesome, you guys. In all seriousness, this was mean.
God!
She had plant monsters. She killed people. She's just a badass in this book, and it is so fun. Like, this is the kind of Poison Ivy literature that I have hungered for as a fan. Like, seriously, guys, if you have any love for Poison Ivy, check this out. Best rendition ever. Meanest book ever.
Best rendition ever?
Read it.
Ever?
Ever.
Wow.
Ever.
I'm blown away, man. That's crazy. Ever. So why is it so good? What's the book about?
It's just her. Like, okay, I'm in this town now. The Justice League is gone. I get to do whatever I want. So she is just going for a walk in the park. And by park, I mean 4-legged plant beast rising from the ground, choking people with vines, flowers everywhere. Like, she's just on a hate spree. This is the best. I love it. Phil, did you read it?
Yeah, I read this.
Did
one.
you like it?
Pretty
Do you
good.
agree
I
with
liked
me?
it. I'm not a fan of I liked it when she had the grass skirt though.
I'm sure you did.
No, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to go right from there. I didn't buy this. I like Poison Ivy a lot, but I did not buy this issue because when she wears this black outfit that makes her look like someone from Gen 13 or, I don't know, like Generation X 1990, circa 1995, John's favorite. I wonder why he loves this so much.
Or working behind the counter at a fetish shop.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like that. I mean, no, the stuff she normally wears is where she really looks like she works at a fetish, where the plants are covering her up.
Yeah.
She's just naked and she just has plants covering her up, and that's the sexy
this
part.
is like a bodysuit.
Yeah, that's just like she has a latex.
She's covering her assets. I get it.
You know what they like?
You're disappointed that she's wearing more clothes than normal.
Yeah, I think that's really.
No, I'm just saying it's like
farther away from pornographic, so you're upset.
It's an old '90s style that I've never loved, and I know that John loves. And
and it's funny. This makes me think of Borderline, the Greg Horn print with the flowers going crazy, just the accents and everything. Like I really do. I think it's awesome. I loved it. So F you, 5 out of 6
She was
beers.
pretty ruthless in the book.
Yeah, no, she was. It was great. 5 out of 6 beers from me. Phil, what do you give it?
We go at a six pack.
Yeah.
I'll say.
Do you drink beer in Kansas?
I'll say. I'll say 3 beers.
3 beers. There you go. That's it. That's the perfect.
Of course, you
store.
drink beer in Kansas. We did that together.
Yeah. Speaking of beers, what are you drinking there?
This is
something I've never seen before.
Oktoberfest Boulevard brewed straight in Kansas City.
Yay!
Nice. 'Tis the season.
Phil, I got one tonight in your honor. It's called Hornycopia. And it's from Horny Goats, and it's a pumpkin ale.
Man, everybody's...
Yeah, they're out of Wisconsin.
For sure.
Another
the
bread basket.
You passed the pigskin? Where the fuck is Galactus at? Why did I fuck this stuff up?
I'm drinking hard apple cider. It's pretty pussy stuff. Kind of
pussy stuff.
Kind of girly.
That shit fueled the fucking American Revolution. You kidding me?
Oh, I'm so jealous. How is it?
Ooh.
This book is fantastic. It came out in 2006, and this year they decided to re-release it in hard cover form. It's got Andy Parks and your boy from Daredevil, Chris Samney. This is one of his first inking jobs.
Kansas.
And, it's Pote in Kansas.
You're a Kansas boy.
Book, let me look. In Cold Blood. And it's basically his story going through and getting ready to write that book. Interviewing the killers and all that sort of stuff. And it's just like, I read this in one shot, and it's like 200 pages or something like that. Pretty close, anyways. So just one shot reading it, it's that good. Like $20, hardcover,
You can't say no to that.
Well worth it. And Samney is he just kills it on whatever he does. He has such
a check out some
minimalistic
right
way
here.
to.
This guy just won an Eisner, for how badass he is. Look how good that stuff looks.
Yeah,
That's
just
fun.
Yeah, just classic crap.
Yeah, because he can just
like
do
Dick Tracy swagger, man.
That is, that's actually really cool to see that. Oh man, yeah, I'm definitely jealous. I wish I had that book.
Check last out.
But I will eventually. I just got this sick ass Kickstarter book in the mail that I'll be doing on the next episode. Because we got to save something for the next episode. You know what I'm saying?
How about the new Jimmy book?
Did you
do that one, The Frontier or something like that?
The what book?
The Jimmy Palmiotti.
Oh yeah, the new sci-fi Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Yep, it's like guys know I always do those Jimmy Palmiotti, Justin Gray Kickstarters.
I missed out on all the other ones. I missed out on one because I just don't do the whole sex stuff thing.
Yeah.
But,
the sex and violence one.
Oh really?
Yeah. So this one I was like sci-fi. I was like I'm all over that shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is sci-fi. It looks awesome. I backed right away. I got the, and so I think you guys should too, because this will still come out when you get it though. But they have a new Kickstarter that is for their books. I've talked about all the past ones before. Queen Crab, Retrovirus, Sex and Violence. I like them all. I definitely think guys should get that as well. So yeah, It looks sweet. But the Kickstarter I got, this book is like this big. It's like so huge. I was super stoked. But yeah, it's so fun getting new comics to intake.
Yeah. Well, speaking of new, and I'm gonna, since we're already kind of off on a tangent, I'm gonna derail us a little bit.
Uh-oh.
And we got a new TV show coming up, something that's kind of unprecedented for comic book fans, really. I mean, we had like some Smallville, we had some Superman spin-off type stuff. Heroes, if you want to even admit to that.
I love me some Heroes.
It was good for a little while. You kind of got drawn into it for a season, but after that. But we have this Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and I want to know how people think about it, because after watching the previews, I'm feeling like it's a bit of a soap opera with a bit of 24 type action in it, you know? I mean, obviously, I'm going to check it out, but
I'm curious.
I was kind of a little let down from the trailers, although I don't like to see a trailer that's really great because it spoils so much
intentionally vague
of what's going to happen. Yeah. And I think maybe it's because they have a big enough following, they know.
Yeah. I mean, this is crazy for anybody to do, to have this crazy movie continuity and then to bring a TV show into that same continuity.
It's smart,
so, I mean, you're going to have Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., what goes on there could potentially have ramifications that'll take place in Avengers 2 or whatever. Yeah. And, so that's kind of interesting. But am I that excited for it? I guess, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be a little gimmicky, and, with all this really serious, awesome TV shows that I love right now, like Sons of Anarchy and Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones, I just feel like this may be not as good, but who knows? I'll definitely check it out. It's cool to have Agent Coulson in it. I don't know. I'm sure it'll just be a very, military teamed, espionage kind of, TV
I've
show.
heard a lot of good, reviews, a couple professional reviews, some of the things that they
Well, because you have your cameraman's conference once a month in Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
Based on your work that you do here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I mean, I've heard some decent things, but at the same time, just the previews, it makes it feel like a CSI episode.
Oh,
sure.
A little bit. I can see that. Exactly. What do you think of it, Phil?
Well, I'm a huge Avengers fan, and I mean, I guess I got to check it out.
Yeah.
You don't seem too enthusiastic
about it.
What the fuck was that?
So many people say it's gonna be the best thing on TV, but this is any of the comic book fans I've talked to, they just don't get excited about it.
What?
Yeah, I know. I guess I'm not that excited.
I'm curious. Though.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that are excited about it, though.
See, I think that's the thing. It's more of a bit of a morbid curiosity as opposed to interest or excitement. Yeah.
Come on, you gotta be excited for it, right, John?
I am.
Yeah.
Coulson's lovable.
Exactly.
Oh.
I mean, I'm just wondering, what kind of stars are they going to bring that's going to make me want to come every week?
We got drafted for the second episode.
Yeah, I think it doesn't look like from any of the previews that I've seen that there are big name stars. There's not going to be a big name star in there.
Yeah. But they'll have other characters.
I mean,
that's what I'm excited
about.
about.
I mean, some characters that we want to see, where's Luke Cage? Or
right.
Something.
Who cares about Luke Cage?
Give us something,
John's actually cast as the Iron Fist in episode 2, so look for that.
Whatever that means. Pause. In case you guys didn't know, Skyler actually was nominated for a Grammy with his cinematography from our last intro, with the flying around with the beer around town and stuff. So
yeah, unfortunately, it was that weird guy that just gets drunk and wanders around downtown, and he gave me his shoe and told me it was a Grammy. So
yeah.
I
goes,
accepted
"My name's
it gracefully
Oscar.
and gave a little
Grammy."
speech, but he, I don't know if he was really all there. I don't even know if he ever saw our show. He just...
Well, I mean, you sold crack to him, every weekend.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Crack selling ventures.
Oh, I'm just kidding,
Enterprising
Sky.
tips from a comic book.
Okay. Well, yeah. No,
Sell your books
let's
online,
focus.
not crack.
Yeah,
kids.
let's check this out, people. Come on, all right? Okay, guys, let's keep it real.
Are we going to talk about it?
Joker. All right, so we got 3D cover, Joker.
Phil said he hated it.
In the Batman #1, and I don't know if Phil did really say he hated it, but I really hated it. I mean, I'm going to be really honest with you.
Why?
I didn't, because I could give a shit about jackanapes. A jackanapes? It's not even a Joker story. It's a story about Joker's one-time gorilla that he tried to train, and then trained to become an evil gorilla, and then jackanapes just fucking dies.
That's the point.
That's
like,
why I loved it.
It's
like
like,
it had no point, and you're like, this is a one-shot story, bringing out all the crap that means nothing.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you read it and you're like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But you know what it really is, you guys? It's a cocaine Curious George, is what it is, alright? But honestly, I have to strongly disagree on this because there were some prominent moments on character development in here. The ant washing his face with bleach. Get the fuck out. That would hurt.
Okay.
And it was demonstrated, and I thought that was brilliant. I
So
thought it was
the,
awesome.
yeah, but then
the
they
upbringing.
Yeah, I mean, and there's some cool panels. I mean, Joker looks really cool in that panel right there.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's just really mean and angry and awesome. I mean, I definitely get it, but okay, that is another reason that set me off. Okay, I hate knowing anything about the Joker's beginnings or growing up. Okay, I want to know nothing about the Joker. Everything I want to know about the Joker, I learned from The Killing Joke. He was a stand-up comedian that was like couldn't really get it together. He fell into the vat after he was got tricked into becoming the Red Hood.
Yeah.
I like that setup. So then you always get these stories that deviate away from that. It's messing up my fucking continuity. I don't know what's going on.
Wait, it messing up your what?
I know, John. I know. I'm
what?
sounding like you.
What?
You're
Excuse
that
me?
guy right now.
Phil, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Tom gives me so much shit about continuity.
Yeah,
But
Phil, you witnessed this.
But
you
I'm
were
just
here for
saying,
this
this fucked up my own.
I have to jump in here because I have not read this book, but I have a lot of experience with the Joker character. And I gotta say, it kind of sounds like this wild, random bullshit is like definitely plays to the Joker's character.
Right.
And my favorite thing about the Joker's origin story is the fact that he has told it so many times and he's just a
He fucks it up all the
pathological
time.
liar.
Yeah, he fucks it
And
up.
it doesn't really matter how
Yeah.
he began.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which story you prescribe to, because he's crazy. And
Well, yeah,
maybe-
that's the
maybe
Dark
none of those
Knight
things
Joker.
are actually.
Jesus.
Maybe
That's
he
bullshit.
grew up in a really
No.
nice suburban neighborhood, and his
But,
parents were
do you
rich,
really
and he
want
just
him to be an orderly
decided one
character?
day.
That's what I
Exactly.
think. That's what I think
He can't
you
be.
think. Because you saw the Dark Knight like the rest of us with the Joker with Heath
Oh,
Ledger, and
shit,
he
here
gave
we
his
go.
beginning 5 different times of 5 different ways, and that was the whole thing.
That's true.
And
Oh, shit.
so, like, I don't know, it was crazy. Oh, I think we just
No.
lost
No, yeah. Well, my
Phil's image. I'm sure it'll come back here anyway, but I mean, so
Oh, you're still like with us.
yeah, I mean, I
God.
can hear him, and we're still on the
Yeah.
call, but
Phil, don't like be doing bad things behind. Okay, there you go.
so I just feel like.
Tom.
I don't like to know anything about his origins. Who the hell is Jackanapes? And-
It was answered in that comment.
Yes, okay. I do gotta say, I did like the art, and it started off like really sketchy and really inky, heavy and stuff. And
I like the big snake
Like,
eating the man.
and I like this setup of the Joker, this setup like where the way he's positioned and stuff. I just think that looks really cool. So I mean, the art was awesome, but yeah, the story. Unfortunately, I disagree with John and with Phil and with Skyler, who hasn't even read the fucking book, and I will give this sucker a 2 out of 6 beers.
Fuck that.
The art was awesome.
Well, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 6 beers for me, and I already told you why. Phil, what are you giving it? Phil.
Phil.
Are you guys there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you listening to us?
Can you hear us? No.
I like. It's just like peacefully. Phil, what the fuck is going on, dude?
Does he know sign language?
You guys are all jumpy.
What?
I think I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Phil, what
Okay.
Phil, what do you rank this book?
When I rate this book, I would have to say I would give it 4 out of 6 beers.
See, exactly.
Just because I like the monkey story.
Well, I did not rank it for the monkey. I could give a shit less about that. But it was
You're
a fun
crazy
book.
person who
sure
didn't have
I'm
to
the
worry
only
about
person
money.
who likes
Why
this
wouldn't you
book.
try to train an evil monkey?
It was a fun enough book.
Yeah, John liked it, you liked it, I didn't. Whatever. Alright, John, what do you got?
I completely agree with Skyler on the Joker's a liar.
The fuck?
And so any
No.
backstory, he's like the crackhead that like tries to tell you what happened with his life, and you're like,
Yeah, or
"Dude,
what
shut
he's going to
up."
use the money he's asking you for.
Yeah.
No, I get, and you know, you guys are totally right. You are right in that, but that's, you guys have that in your brain just because you watched Batman 2.
Mark your calendars here,
Nolan
folks.
Batman 2 is where you got
Tom
that in your
Devine
brain.
has just admitted to being wrong.
Yeah, that like never.
No, I'm not wrong.
No,
You
okay,
see-
I guess you did. You did
never
say
said
we
I
were
was-
right. You didn't say you were
I
wrong.
never said I was wrong.
But you would.
Because
disagree with us,
you
and then
guys
told
are
us
right.
you
I'm
were
just
right.
more right. You know, is what it comes down to.
Phil, where'd you go?
You guys know I'm never wrong. Yeah, you know, Phil, your voice still there, buddy?
I'm still here. I just I can hear you better if I turn the video off.
Oh, that's depressing.
Otherwise, you guys are like jumpy.
Yeah, that's fine. Actually,
we miss
just
you though.
just turn the video off. We'll just talk, and we'll just show this for the rest of the time. It's no big deal, man. All right, John, let's bust into one of the books that you want to roll.
All right, you guys. I wanted to bring up a Pinnacle issue. Dr. Jonathan, great name, Jonathan Crane. Scarecrow #1, you guys. This is actually a Pinnacle issue in the whole Forever Evil event, which I just happened to do my research and have the first issue here.
Nice.
So Forever Evil, but Scarecrow is one of the League of Evil's pawns or whatever, assembling the bad guys by handing out silver coins. So he's going around telling people, hey, there's an update, and I just wanted you to be the first to know. And he says that line over and over again until Poison Ivy calls him out on his bullshit. So there's tons of cameos. The Riddler's in there, Mr. Freeze is in there, Poison Ivy's in there, Killer Croc is in there. You know, so just tons of... This is a fun read. I was a little bit let down because I like the Scarecrow. I just kind of wanted more Halloween sass, both on the cover and in the artwork throughout the issue. So it was lacking in the packing for me a little bit. But what it lacked in that, it did make up in content. So it's like if you're dating a millionaire, if you want to date with a millionaire or something, you know, oh, there's something about this, you know. But it just, I don't know. I mean, ultimately, I'd give this probably a 3 out of 6. But I also deem it very necessary, very legendary. You know, if you're in the Forever Evil
Whoa,
event
stop.
at all.
I'm going to just stop you. So it's legendary, but you only give it a 3?
Yeah, because I was looking for more out of this book in general.
Oh, okay.
But the content
It's
of
a
it...
3 for disappointment. Right. It's a concept.
Right.
Conceptually, it's still a legend.
Yeah, exactly.
Word up, word up.
Word up. So that's why I say that. But Phil, did you read Scarecrow?
No, I did not.
Alright, I'll forgive you this time.
Yeah, I didn't read about it. Was it an origin story for Scarecrow, or
No.
was it a tale? Just a nice...
Tale. Little
That's-
skip through the city, like,
Yeah.
oh, Gotham's in flames. There's Riddler's section. There's Poison Ivy's and Mr. Freeze. And everyone has their own territories.
Ooh, I like that. You
Yeah.
know, No Man's Land
Yeah,
style.
yeah.
For sure.
Yep.
That's cool. And, I mean, Scarecrow's a badass character.
John, great.
I don't know. We've probably been going
Yeah.
pretty long on this episode already, but I do want to point out something that is, if I don't know if everybody's noticed this, but if you guys look at your covers for Two-Face and Harley Quinn, another one was Penguin, and another one, but what they're doing, they must have had to get these out right away or something. But if you look at the Batman that's tied up on Two-Face, it's the same
Exactly
Batman
the
that's
same
tied up on
pose,
Harley
too.
Quinn. No, I mean it's the same image. They
Yeah.
just flipped it and made one smaller.
Yeah.
So they're like taking these artists are taking the shortcut and using the same Batman for 2 separate covers and just copying and pasting instead of like drawing a whole new Batman. And if you look,
Mr. Freeze and Clayface did the same
yep,
thing.
there's like 2 or 3 other ones that are
Yeah.
that do the same thing.
And
Now,
the Riddler.
I don't know if this was something that was supposed to, like DC was like, this is what you should do to make it all concise, or if this is something that the artists were just like, I'm going to take a fucking shortcut and keep the same Batman. But they totally use the exact same Batman. You totally can see it's in Photoshop. They just use the rotate button and the scale,
Yeah.
and then...
So, I mean,
Yeah.
we could potentially be doing covers. all 3
Yeah,
of us.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I memean,
Fuck.
send me this file. I'll,
Do it for a
graphic
couple
design up one.
thousand.
But I'm sure they had to do it just so that it would, because I know that they had to do it in layers. Because if you looked at like some of the back of these, it kind of like shows you how they had to submit the art.
Yeah.
They had to submit this art.
Yeah.
They had to submit this art, and this, and then that's how it came together. To do
Sure.
the whole thing.
So talk about layers. How about Harley Quinn's outfit?
Well,
Quite a
first,
few layers. She's ready for a winter in South Dakota. My God.
oh god, I mean
Too
her.
many layers for my liking.
I mean, it's kind of. I mean, in most ways, Harley Quinn's outfit pisses me off.
What?
Because first of all, as much as I love boobs in my face, because you guys know I do, And, I mean, especially big, voluptuous ones sticking out. That's not the Harley Quinn I know. I mean, I liked, like, the one who looked like the Bruce Timm drawn, Looney Tune-ish cartoon character with a giant mallet, and she's completely covered up, and she has the funny, voice, and she can, probably wash off her makeup and still have blonde hair. She didn't fall into a vat of thing, a vat of chemicals, like, Joker to get her white skin, and she didn't steal all her clothes from schoolgirls to try to make up the outfit she has. So yeah, I was really disappointed with the change that DC has taken since the video game Harley Quinn, and now it's all have to be like the video game Harley Quinn, and because I like her covered up. But whatever, I'm sure she sells a lot more. And this book, as I read Harley Quinn #1, was actually pretty good, and I actually kind of liked it. So I I couldn't complain too much after I read it. But just like the switch, the change of having her to be a sex icon instead of just being wholesome, fully covered up Harley Quinn.
When was she wholesome?
Well, I mean,
when was she not a sex icon?
Oh, when she never used to have this. She used to not even.
I know she had the full
bodysuit.
Yeah,
the
full bodysuit.
Latex suit.
No, she didn't have a latex suit at all. But she didn't. I mean, if you guys, no, not at all. If you read like Mad Love, or you watch the Batman the animated series,
that's when I fell in love with her.
Yeah, totally. And she
was sexy.
Oh, she is. She's totally sexy in a total different way.
So it was still a latex suit. She was still
like
sexed up.
Do you really? I mean, do you want to bet $1 bajillion, Skyler?
We'll throw up
Tom's getting out
an
his
image file.
fat stack right now from his wallet.
We'll throw up an image file here.
Yeah, that's not going to be a problem. But anyway, she didn't have that. And, it was like she was sexy because her voice was sexy. And she said sexy things, not because her boobs were sticking out. So it's just way different. But the book was still good.
Yeah. So let's talk about the other sex icon you had in your hand.
You?
I was not in your hand.
Oh, you were.
I was earlier before you had those 2 issues in your hand. Shh, don't tell the viewers. That's why Phil went off camera. He's embarrassed.
Oh, God.
Oh, Phil.
All right.
Let's talk Two-Face, man.
I'm going to go Harley Quinn. I'm going to give that issue 3 out of 6 beers, though.
I'm going to go with Tom on that one, actually, and do 3 out of 6 as well. Phil, did you check that issue out?
I'm going to do...
You did
I think it was a 2 out of 6.
What
I didn't
did
like
you...
it that much.
You didn't like it that much? What didn't you like about it?
I don't know. It's just like... I'm not a big on... It just seemed down about it.
No skin showing at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like a sexy latex suit still.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I hope that when
you'd think it'd be made out of cloth.
Does her regular Harley Quinn title.
Yeah.
That it's going to be more,
I'm just going to go ahead and go
fun.
on a limb here and just say that.
But, it's Jimmy on the Harley Quinn
He
title, so it should be more fun.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like that.
yeah.
That's kind of what I pictured it as.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to go with Tom and give it a 3 out of 6.
cartoon.
I expected it to be a lot stronger, personally, but it wasn't, so...
Yeah.
It's all good.
I got to break it here, though. Tom has been sharing some images with me, and I got to tell you, he's wrong twice in a row.
No way, dude.
Tom, what's going on tonight?
There's no way that's latex. That's like
well,
a
you
nice.
You can't make it shiny.
That's that's a nice
90s
wholesome suit.
cartoon.
Well, exactly. So then, because she wasn't wearing latex,
It's a 90s cartoon. They couldn't make it shiny. The technology did not exist.
So you're just supposed to assume
Fuck's sake.
every single outfit in all of
This is an outrage.
that means Batman's suit was latex.
I'll agree with that one.
If we go by
it
that
was
logic,
actually a space age latex-like polymer that was bullet resistant, I believe.
I think I don't know. I'm gonna go with you didn't
Exactly.
Yeah.
George Clooney had hoots though.
Nips on Batman.
Nips.
God, nothing's been better since Nips on
Giorgio
Batman.
Clooney.
I would take a full naked Harley Quinn in every issue if we got Nips on Batman in every.
I would probably read that.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and say let's get them both. Why not?
Let's do it.
Let's have our cake and eat it too.
In fact, I think they make a naked Harley Quinn book. But
Alright. I mean, this show has just been off the rails. I love it. This is a great episode, guys.
Well, look at what you
Too
did.
long. It's been a little while
That's
since
what
we
happens
got back together. Yeah.
sailing the 7 seas.
Exactly.
Leading us astray.
A comic book in the cap and make it happen, baby. I'm sorry. Now get into Two-Face, John.
Fucking A, dude.
I want to know all about it.
I like the book, you guys.
I didn't read it yet, but I got it.
I love it. Two-Face is incredibly two-faced in this book. It's a lot of, like, heads or tails, puns, blah, blah, blah. But I'm also going to be Two-Face for Halloween. So I found a ton of inspiration in there, and I'm so excited to, like, yeah. So I am going to be grotesque, but also incredibly sexy at the same time.
Uh-oh.
So if you guys are in the Sioux Falls area, definitely say hi. Don't be a stranger and buy me a drink.
Oh boy,
That had nothing to do with my book review.
We're gonna have a lot of fans coming up for Halloween, I think. But I'm just kidding. But yeah, let's.
Yeah, dude. Overall, I really liked it. Actually, it was a strong book, and I think that once you do read it, you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I can't wait to read it. I mean, just flipping through it, it looks pretty good.
So.
There's a lot of crazy fucking shots.
Yeah, he's like on the fence of if I'm gonna work with the villains or not. He doesn't really give a shit about the Boy Scout Club of Evil,
Exactly. He's
just like Ra's
too.
al Ghul, I would almost like to be in a hot tub with him, Bruce Wayne, and Two-Face.
Wouldn't they would fight?
No, because I would be there.
No, it would all be a 50-50 shot. It depends on where the coin ends up.
It's true.
It all depends where the coin ends up. Two-Face, baby.
Actually, it's not even a 50-50.
What do you give it then?
I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 4.
Nice.
A 3.5 out of 6.
Ooh, you
right
cracked
on
one
the
open.
fence. Right
You
on
took a
the
few
fence.
chugs out of one of the beers.
Exactly. Phil, did you read Two Fizzle?
No, I did not.
God damn it, Phil. Alright. Phil, talk to us. What did you read out of the villain lines? What haven't we covered yet?
I read Solomon Grundy offered the Earth 2.
Okay.
And this has an interesting tale, I mean, it tells the nursery rhyme, he was born on Monday, whatever, on Tuesday. And it shows him trying to defend his wife or something. And he also destroys some stuff. It's total carnage, the whole issue of him walking around.
Carnage.
And you're just like, that's what you want to see when you see Solomon Grundy. I mean,
Is it really like? Is it really
swamps.
dumb, Solomon Grundy, or is he like? Does he have together? Is he kind of smart, or is it really, really stupid, Solomon Grundy?
He wasn't really. I don't know if you can tell whether he was stupid. It was more like zombie-like Solomon Grundy.
Can I ask an awesome question?
What's
Phil,
that?
Who the fuck is Solomon Grundy?
What? Are you
I
serious?
don't know who
John?
that is. Guys, do you know who
He's
that
the
is?
Green Lantern enemy from the Golden Age of comic books.
Oh, okay.
I've heard of.
Yeah, but
I've
he's
heard
been.
of Solomon
I was
Grundy,
gonna say
that
he's
is-
like
no.
literally been in fucking at least 100,000 comic books.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Guess what I don't read?
He's a big
Comic book?
Batman one in that one book, Long Halloween.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's an epic book. Jeff Loeb.
But this one, he's tearing through. In the Earth 2, the one that James Robinson was doing, he got sent to Mars or something like that. And this one starts out with him getting shot back to Earth, like a meteorite or something. And so, I mean, it's just like explosions and cars blowing up everywhere. So, I mean, right there, I give it like a 5 out of 6 beers.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, man. Well, alright guys. Well, this has been a good episode. It's got off the rails a few different times, covered all the DC 3D issues. We had an awesome guest. Everybody belittled me about latex.
And you were wrong like a couple times.
And I was wrong a couple times, which, I mean, let's be honest,
you
guys.
finally actually admitted it,
Even
too.
when I'm wrong,
That's another first.
I'm right. You know what I'm saying?
It's
I mean,
so-
you know what I'm saying when I
it's
say
so
that?
divine,
Even when I'm
Bob.
wrong, I'm right.
Ugh.
Comic book good.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Let's close this down, John.
Oh, Jesus. Alright.
J-O-N.
Well, again, you guys, as always, we're kicking it with Phil. We're keeping it fresh. We're hoping for an awesome fall on comics coming up and a great holiday season. We're so excited. We're approaching episode 100. Phil, thank you so much for hanging out with us. As always, you guys know the drill. John Demand, it's your boy, comic book porn star, baby. Rocking with the Mean Team Supreme, keeping it Midwestern. Keep it comics for sure in your mouth. Boom.